All right. Hey, what's up? Gonna turn down the music for a little bit. Um, Hi. I mean, it might be delayed, of course, but hello. It's been quite a while since I've streamed in general. Um, but I'm back and we're gonna be animating. Um, so a lot has changed since the last time. I feel like my mouse is delayed almost. It's kind of weird. Anyway, um, so it's been quite a while. Um, and so basically, this thing is due in like 11 days. And that doesn't, that means I have very little time. So I gotta work at it. And streaming is going to be mostly my way of like focusing, making sure I'm doing, instead of just going off to watch a video while I'm animating, that kind of thing. So I'll be checking chat, of course, all that stuff. But for the most part, it's going to be like me working. Mostly for people that want to see my process, how I kind of do things. I might generally explain things, but other than that, it's not anything too crazy. So, other than that, I hope it's at least somewhat enjoyable. So, I'll, I'll put on some light music. And, so, there's a few scenes that I need to do. And the ones that I really am not caring about right now are the ones that are mainly background. So like this one, there are some that I just don't really, care about doing right now. Um, so, you and I might have to make a new instance for whenever I want to move to Premiere because I might be moving on to that in this thing. I don't know what you want to call it. But yeah. What I do want to do is this scene. Um, it's an I think it's one of the cooler scenes. um, Mostly since you have that transition like that. I liked it whenever I did it. So this scene has been stuck here and just hasn't been really worked on in probably I don't know months maybe like 2 months at most. Um, and the mind-boggling thing to do is because I have to get this background here and it's going to look entirely different whenever we shift it over. And it's going to be entirely different people, entirely different backgrounds and stuff. So that's something I'm going to have to work at. Hi, Rivers, Palm Trees One. Thank you, Paul. I just recently added shines. I'm actually going to turn down the music just a little bit. However, I might bring it up on the stream since I know it might be very soft. There you go. I think that's decent enough. I'll bring it down just a little. All right. So just recently, I think like literally 2 or 1 days ago, or 1 or 2 days ago, I added the light and I added the shine in her eyes and the blue. But other than that, this scene has stayed completely dormant and hasn't changed for a long time. So yeah, you gotta work at that. So I'm actually gonna get rid of the light right now so I can focus on the back. Actually, let me just turn off everything. So maybe I can start down. Is it this one? No, that doesn't make sense. The only thing that's going to be a problem is figuring out which ones are the layers that I need to keep on and off. That's a necessary one. Necessary. Necessary. I don't know why I was doing that, but I don't know why this is here. Huh. Whatever. Oh, that was whenever I was probably sketching it.
What's
Yeah. Okay. DMCA? Nah. Nah. Don't worry. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. It doesn't. Yeah. I've done Minecraft like so many times. And I think on Twitter C418 came out recently that like he's not if anybody's flagging C418 music, it's not him because he doesn't do that. So I was like, it's for real estate, right? But I mean, he seems like a really chill dude on Twitter, so I love the Minecraft soundtrack, both of them. I feel like Alpha's more, uh, um, everything about it is good, and I think Volume Beta is just a better like production in a sense, like has better production. Um, I can't really say that it's like perfect. Okay, so these, I'm just turning everything back on. I technically need it. Except that. Maybe the main ones I could turn off is like the color, but have it as what is it saying? You need to change the video resolution. The current resolution is 2160, which is not supported for this configuration. Oh, there's something behind me. Really? You can't tell, Paul. That doesn't it doesn't work, because I have the background remover. No. Open widget. Error. You need to change it. Can I change it like right now? Is that like something I could do? Let me see if I could do that. Output. Yeah, I can't change the output right now. Stream. Video. I don't know how to change it. There's probably a way, but it's like I don't really care enough to change it right now. And then maybe I can make her lighter like that.
What's it doing there?
And then let's see. There it is. Oh, I have the whole thing on that thing, huh? Interesting. Alright. So here's what I may want to do. I want to make a new one, make a new frame. So then I can. Boy, this might be a little difficult, but we'll see right now. Basically, we'll make one. Let's make another one here. All right. Please tell me. Oh, I'm gonna have to restart TV Paint. That's sad. All right. Well, I'm gonna save like this, and then I'll close it and reopen it. Because for whatever reason, my pen tablet likes to have its program open in order to, function, I guess. So that's cool and all, but that means whenever I open up my animation program um, before I launch that tablet program, um, it just messes up and it doesn't work. So I have to save and then I have to start it up again. And it's not that nice, mostly whenever you have a 6, almost 7 gigabyte project file now. Because you have to save 7 gigabytes of information and then load it up again. It's just very. Ugh. But I have to wait for that. Hi, Liana. Are you gonna cop that 3090? How do I donate? I don't think there's a way to donate yet. I think like there's like a link that I could put. Yeah, I'm not putting it. Unless you want to give me enough money to pay for a 3090. I mean, I'm not, I'm not saying no. You get me? Let's see. Yeah, it keeps on prompting me to change the video resolution, but I can't really do that. All right. I can do that. Wait. All right. Now it's probably showing up as black, I'd imagine. Yeah, that's fine. You know what? Let me see if I can change the output right now because it keeps on prompting me that. So we'll be right back. All right, it seems like we're back up and running. So let's switch over. Hello, and we're back on. So we gotta load it up again. How fun, fun, fun. Documents. There you go. Ayo, I'm broke. You're broge? I see. I understand. Don't worry. I mean, I don't know why you asked to donate if you're broke. I mean, it doesn't really correlate. Yeah. Uh, let's see here. It'll take a little bit to load up. Mostly at that 50% mark. I think right at that 50% mark is one of the most intense scenes in this animation. That scene by itself is about 3 gigabytes, if I'm not mistaken. It's a it's a big scene. Um, in terms of just lighting, animation, like it's it's one of the biggest scenes I've ever done. And like it might not seem like that. Mostly if like you were to watch it, it's like, oh, that's cool. Um, but it's like very um big. Um, I think also because like the space background is moving, and for whatever reason, TV Paint is very, very unoptimized for just slow movements. Whenever it's like a still image, it's like a well detailed image, but it's like moving. So what it does is instead of like doing it how Adobe Animate does it, where it's like, oh, you're just shifting that image over like just a little bit. We'll just use that image and just move it. But in TV Paint, it's like, oh, you're moving that image like slightly. Well, whenever you move it slightly, that means you're like creating an entire new image. So basically, it has like 300 images of the same space background as you see here, um, and you just paste them. And it's like, it's so dumb. It's this scene, and for whatever reason, it's this part where the space part is like slightly moving, and it's worth, I don't know, let's see, 360 frames. Those are 360 individual images that it makes. It's like, it's just so unnecessary. Um, but it's like, let's see here. All right. So let's get back into it. I'm going to make a new file again, new project. Um, Maybe I can just like, oh, let's see here. It's a little larger, but basically it'll be like that, and then we'll work off of this, just like that. And I guess that'll be like the backpack. So, so how the spaceship is structured? I mean, I've never really given much thought into it. By here, it's like basically even, and then this is the control panel. It's all bad because there's a bunch of errors. The spaceship's like dead basically. Of course, I'm gonna add more props around here, like basically stuff that has fallen because the spaceship has, it was under attack recently, and then uh, excuse me, it like so stuff is all over the place. I haven't put that stuff there yet, but it's a simple enough thing to put. Um, so that'll be done later. If I run out of time and I'm not able to do that, it's not really that terrible, mostly because the robot explains it in the beginning. But, like in this scene, for example, there's a bunch of props on the floor. It's like, oh, well, how are they there? But they're not there. Like, where the scene, the animation and stuff is actually taking place. Like in here, like there should be some props laid around. And initially, in one of these scenes, there were props, but I didn't like how they looked. I think, there's a few somewhere. Uh, yeah, these. And then I have the reflections for them, but yeah, either I'll do them later, do them again, but better. There's a whole different. There's a bunch of stuff I can do with that. Let's see here. Where am I going to college? Um, I'm probably going to A&M, Texas A&M, just because they got a really good scholarship there, and I'm not, not gonna deny that. It's a really decent scholarship. It's like half the money. It's like slash in half, and it's like, why not? I could go to UT Austin, sure, but it's like, dang, it's like half the freaking money. And A&M and UT Austin, if I'm not mistaken, are practically the same tuition. So it's like I'm trying to help out like my parents in that regard. But yeah. So let's see here. Are you majoring in animation? Just go to STC. Ah, of course, I should go to STC, the best place. Um, what was I gonna say? Um, well, I don't think STC would technically have anything that's like in my range. Majoring in animation for A&M, I don't know if they have like technically like animation. It's called like visualization. So that's more over what I'm gonna go into. Probably like my job or whatever. I'd like to be like maybe like a compositor. So that's like someone who deals with like lighting, effects, all that stuff. Not necessarily creates them. Well, like lighting, yeah, you create that. But the effects is either done by effects artists or, I mean, if it's simple enough, a compositor can do it as well. Um, but that's something I'd like to be like either a 2D compositor, so dealing with 2D animation, so applying lighting and all that stuff to 2D animation, which is something I'd say relatively good at. I really enjoy it, so it's just I don't think 2D animation is something that is highly not that it's not profitable, but very hard to I don't know, make it big in. I don't know, it's not something like you hear people say like, "Whoa, you're so cool. You're in you're a 2D animation major? Oh, sleep with me," or something like that. You're like, "No, it's like it's like being a 2D animator is not like the greatest freaking thing ever." Um, so I don't know. I like doing it now though because I would like to say that I have the time, but I don't. Now that I realize it, all my time is being on this, which is not cool. But you know, what can you do? Uh, Robert. Yeah, I know Robert is. Um, Yeah, I was thinking about going more into the because there's like two. You could have like a bachelor's in fine arts or a bachelor's in science or something like that for visualization. I'd probably rather go into the science. Um, but it's still like applicable to the arts. Will you try 3D animation? Um, like yeah, I think that's part of it. I mean, that's part of the visualization thing. Um, I've been interested in 3D animation, but it's just not something I've ever like um not that I haven't considered, of course. It's just like right now, um the resources and kind of like the motivation to learn that is like not strong. Oh, it's not strong right now, but I could do it, you know. It's nothing I might I might do it one point. This is Oy, I should not be eyeballing it like this, but here I am doing it anyway. Looks decent. So, ugh, I think it'll. Let's see how it looks, like applied to that specific scene. I shouldn't be eyeballing. Like this is the worst thing I could be doing right now. I'm just doing it without a care. Uh, Stamp. I I think this looks good if it was shifted to the right just a bit more. Ah, maybe like here. And then, yeah. So, I mean, we could just do it with this, wherever it is. Oh, yeah, yeah. Just realized why. It's not here. Wait. And then what we'll do. is, oh, well, you know what we, technically it reaches the end here. So, but that's how I imagined it at least. So we could do that. That should look decent there. Yeah, because the robot, if I could find, there you go, the robot would be right there in the middle, and that's actually where it is in this scene. So it works. It works fine. Um, yeah. And then technically speaking, it should shift. Um, to like so. I mean, we have to get like a some sort of effect of like parallax. So that'll mean like even though this this wall like moves like significantly, the actual background should only move like 1 pixel. And then it moves that much. So then it like moves just a tiny bit more. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like that. Okay, let me see. W stream. I don't know what that means, but thank you. Maybe you win. Um, but 3D, mostly Blender. Blender's super cool. Because that's like 3D animation, but they also have Grease Pencil, which is something you can do like 2D animation on top of 3D, which is something I've wanted to explore for a while. I was actually thinking of exploring it with this project, but this project is supposed to be traditionally animated, so no usage of 3D assets can be used, or like there's no usage of 3D objects. So it's like, well, whatever, I guess. Um, but it would have been nice, I think. Okay, so technically here, it would probably be like that. Um, but by this time, it like disappears. Like, it stops being a thing. Um, what's worrying me though is that I don't even think it goes that far here. I don't think that thing. Yeah. So what we might need to do is modify project. Let's do for, yeah. Don't resize, just expand, and then we can easily just make lines that extend outward. Hopefully we can make them in the same vein. Oh, Wadham. Yo, Pog stream, bro. Thank you, Justin. I don't know how late I'm gonna go, to be honest. Thinking about it. How long have I been going? 30 minutes? Nah. I might go until like 12 or something like that. It's not anything, nothing too crazy. Um, Probably one. I don't know. I mean, I'll still probably be animating even when I get off of stream. It's just, I don't know, help me by. Okay, so now we're gonna get a little complicated here. So what I do is, so whenever I color stuff, um, back whenever I did why I left, I'd literally like paint the inside and color it. Like that would be freaking annoying. Back in no takebacks, um, I stopped doing that, and I was like, okay, that's stupid. What am I gonna do now? Um, so I got to doing like basically I get the outline of it again, copy and paste it to another layer, and then mess with the layer underneath. Um, I don't know if that's technically the way to do it, but it's worked. I mean, like this one, for example. Uh, so this is it, with the color, kind of nice, and then we do the lighting, the light, and then we do the dark part, or the dark shading, and that's how it turns out. I like this scene. I actually animated it just yesterday. I did it like in, I don't know, like 45 minutes. And I was like, dang, that looks pretty decent for what it is. So, yeah. Sleep. Wait, wait, 24. Okay, wow, there were a lot of friggin' things. Um, okay, wait, I need to read all these messages. Wadham 24-hour stream. Yeah, no, I have online class at probably 8, 8:07. So I'll probably stay up to 1. I mean, like 7 hours of sleep, whatever. Because I need to get this thing done. Which goes into how much have you animated so far? Um, a good 75 to 80% of it. um, sleep stream. Um, Yo endurance stream. Rio down bad. He just asked if you animated clothing in layers. Ha 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 ha. No, like basically the clothing just like I draw it with it on. I don't know. Never done. The clothing is just part of their character usually. Um, Mostly with my animations, like fabric has never been like a crazy thing for me. Um, or like putting detail in like any clothing whatsoever. It's never been something that I've, you know, done. But I think if with why I left, I kind of did with the dress, but after that, I was like, you know what? Who's really gonna notice? It's just like I just well, yeah. Basically, to answer your question, no, that whenever they're roughed out, um, it's just like they have the clothes on. I don't do it in layers. Not like that. Anywho, where was I? Oh, okay. So I'm gonna have to go back and then let's see here. So in this scene, oh, do I not have like anything here? Okay, this is a good scene to go off of because there's only like shadows and stuff. There's only some shadows. So I can just kind of remove them and get a good idea of what I need to put. I'll color this and then look at chat. Actually, you know what? Yeesh. Oh, shoot. Okay, I didn't see that. I didn't know that. Oh. Let's see here. Okay, so let's actually undo that. Okay. So what I realized is that the window should also be there. Boom. Messes Message retracted. Why left after hours? Are your animations in the same universe like an Atom universe? ADU? I've thought about that. That is something I've given thought to. Um, but I've never like actually um because this one, for example, like takes place in the future. Like it's in the future, for sure. In the sense that well, like one, it's happening in space. Um, but a lot of people have told me like, well, maybe space is a dream. Well, I kind of like try to implement some future aspects to the uh, real life part of it, because there's like a flashback part um, that is actually in the animation for a good portion of it. So it's like that part is also very not futuristic, but like think of like us, but like 30 years later. It's like it's not like a significant change in technology. It's just like, like little home appliances get like GUIs or whatever. It's like it's nothing crazy. You don't even need to really notice it, to be honest. Um, but it's there. But anyway, I've thought of like implementing um, no takebacks into this just slightly. Like in the original version of this film, was it? Well, in the original version, um, it was gonna it was gonna be completely different in general, but um, the main thing was that instead of dealing with or like seeing her flashbacks, all that stuff, or like the flashbacks being like almost interactive in a way and having to do with her mind, instead it was like all of her memories were shown on the control panel on the screen. And like one of the characters from No Take Backs was going to be like um, her girlfriend, actually, because I was going to make her you know bisexual. But eventually I was like, well, not that I didn't like that idea, but I just didn't like the whole memories thing, and there was a whole reason why I revamped the story from almost ground up, but I still kept the space aspect. Cyberpunk 2077. Ayo, skip this song. Okay, I'll skip it. I'm sorry, it's scary. Um, Cyberpunk is in the ADU. Ah, yeah. I'll get a Keanu Reeves in here. We'll be like, wake up. It's a secret. I don't know how it goes, but all right. Oh, let me delete this. I don't need it. Um, and what I'll do is actually get the rule and copy that over. All right. And then so, ooh, that might be hard. Ah! Let's see here. I mean, well, technically, it doesn't need to be anything crazy. What we can do is open, go to the space thing. Probably stream store. Yeah, it is. Where's the space background? Oh, I think it's in the projects folder. Project system check. Initially, fun fact, this was going to be called system check before the whole massive change I did. Um, and yeah, before you notice, I reused the same space background like every single freaking shot. Just because I really don't want to make a new one. a lot of people ask me, "Did you make that?" Yeah, I made it. Wow. And that's why I don't want to make it again because it's like, wow, that's impressive. Like, I wonder how long that'll take. And it took long. So, yeah. Whenever the backgrounds are looking like this and then you have such a stark difference in actual space, it's like, I wonder how much time that took compared to that. It's like a huge freaking difference. Um, and then what we'll do is get this, copy and paste it. Maybe. This is gonna be interesting how to play out. Then we could color that, then erase. Oh my gosh, what was it doing? Color, and then erase. And then do 70. And then we also have, oh, this is probably going to be a little difficult just because, well, we could put the robot there instead of relying on the robot that's in the animation as of currently. So, yeah. Thoughts on Dogecoin? Thank you, Paul. Okay, thoughts on Dogecoin? I don't have many thoughts on Dogecoin. Is it profitable? Is that like an actual thing you can? I know it's an actual currency, but it's like I don't think it's like people are actively trying to mine Dogecoin to make a profit. I mean, you see that with Bitcoin, you see that with Ethereum, all that stuff, but I haven't really seen it with anything else. But thank you, Rio. Thank you, Paul. So now what we got to do is that. So basically, this like floor, like this filter, whatever, this is like my reflection thing. So like things reflect back from it. So what I do is I basically just kind of, I mean, reflect it. It's not really too hard. It's harder whenever you have characters animated on it. Because that'll mean that you actually have to possibly animate those characters underneath, which is not particularly something I like. What I'm doing right now is I'm kind of making like little things to connect to, so it doesn't kind of I don't know what you'd call it. Whenever I fill it, it'll. Sorry, I'm blanking out right now. Basically, whenever I fill in the colors, it won't like mess up and do something weird. Should I copy this one? This doesn't look much darker than this. How does this look? And how does this look? It's just slightly darker. It's barely even a difference. Interesting. Ah, that's funny. I see Paul's was hidden. L take Dogecoin the wave. Dogecoin dropped to 0.0083. So it's like you can estimate up to a cent. Y'all just can't see it. Man's is at a loss. He's gone negative. Let's see. Dogecoin? Profit. Let's see. Live chart. Okay, let's do this live chart. I'm just going to look at it and just... if it'll load. It's going down. Well, this is today. Let me give it 3 months. Oh, shoot. Oh, so at one point it was actually a cent. It spiked up like New Year's, like the second day of January. And then it's just been going down. So that's kind of sad. Um, I don't know about that one, Chief. Dogecoin jumps 20% after Musk's Twitter shoutout. Bitcoin joke spurs dialogue with Sailor. Doge has gone wild. Um, when was that? So December 20th? Oh yeah, so it just went up whenever Elon talked about it. And then for whatever reason it got like huge. Or not huge, but it like doubled. Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Now I know. Let's see here. How do I do the shadows here? Because I mean, it shouldn't. Technically, this whole thing is shadow, or this whole back part should be shaded in some way. Yeah. Yeah, this whole back part is just shaded. It doesn't. Yeah, that makes sense. So it seems like I could probably just fill it. We can Control C, Control V. I could just. Oh shoot! Wait, what am I doing? Am I doing something wrong? And then soft light, and then bring it down just a little bit. And then do a let's see here. I did a 58% soft light, so 58, and then turn it to soft light. I don't think that's the same as here. Oh, it is. Wait, did I copy that over? There's no way. No, I mean either I remembered it or something. I felt like I just grabbed that from like nothing. Okay, let's see. I think that's good. So initially, the robot was gonna have a face. Like there's probably like some clip in here where I designed him with a face. Yeah, like here, I wanted to have a face. I wanted to have more design on him. Kind of like in this scene, but I'm actually gonna remove the details. Just because I kind of wanted to make him more simple. And then he's not even gonna have a face. Kind of just because I want to, well, one, save time, and two, also kind of like have this idea of just like there's literally no one to help her in this situation because she's gonna die. There's literally no one, and like the robot, can't help her because he's not like a human or any. He's not supposed to be confused with any sort of human interaction kind of thing. I don't know how to call it. I don't know what to call it, but that's something like that. So basically what we're gonna do Add this guy. And then basically it's pretty simple. Just do that. And then boom. His entire character. Just like that. I think it's almost too simple. But whatever. Um um so let me check it out here. How his colors are. I think he should be in front technically. There you go. So that's his top color. And then his bottom color is a lighter for sure. All right. Okay. And then it almost seems like he's just kind of there. Actually, he looks a little too far back. I'm gonna put him right there. Can I sync that up? I shouldn't have done that, to be honest. There you go. That's synced up. There's just, I don't know, it's kind of weird. I will be honest. Sure. And then, you know what? I don't need to do anything too crazy. And then of course we do this, Control C, and then go here. I think we can Control V, but what we'll need to do is merge them and then move it up the background. And then what we'll do, pretty simple, straightforward. What I'm gonna do is turn it upside down, image modify vertically, and then, oh wait. Boom! It's like that. Easy reflection. So yeah, that's how it's gonna look. Ooh, you know what I can maybe do? Let's see if we can like do a good shadow cast. Maybe not. Okay, I mean, it's a decent idea. Ever would be much like smooth. It'll be off to the side just a little. There. So, keeping this in mind, Control C. Merge everything. And then, then we'll do this. So basically, this is gonna be weird. We could kind of. Okay, let's get rid of this circle there, and then bring that down.
There's There's no foreseeable outcome where.
Yeesh, that is highly evident whenever you have that. Yeah, I think I messed up on the placement there, I guess. Oh, I mean, technically that works fine there by itself. This mirror is so dumb. Dun, 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 dun. Just gotta check my phone a little bit. Interesting. All right, back to work. Let's see here. Oi. Um, so the issue right now. Let's see here. Um, hmm. Is there a way for me to? Hmm. Hmm. I didn't know you could do that. Looks. Oh, of course. It's like whenever you go in, it's like, oh, it's not good. This is something I do not like. Okay, that's good, I think.
There's no foreseeable outcome where survival is plausible.
So, and then she's like, eh, and then she's like, lol, no, and then it
What's
goes around like that.
what's Sarah doing there?
So, it's kind of hard to like imagine it. Um, I don't know, man. This one's kind of tricky. Oh wait, I'm trying to see here. I'm taking notes right now. Copy and search the link. Adam, do it. What link? What link are you referring to? Are you on Discord or what are you? I don't know what you guys are on about. I mean, even if I clicked on like something, it wouldn't show up. I don't see any link though. So, I don't know. Oh wait, it said, do it. Do what? Did you send me something? Check Discord. What was I gonna look at? I don't know what link you're referring to. There's like I don't see anything here. Wait, text this guy. All right. Going back to it. This is hard, just because I don't. It still looks good though. I mean, okay, thinking about it in a 3D perspective, the 2D background wouldn't stay like this. It would warp, but whatever. That's not the problem. But the problem is that we switch over to the black and white scene, but it's like I don't know what to on the stream chat. Oh, Click link, bruh. You can't see it, lol. That's tough. Yeah, I can't see it. I don't know where it is. Sorry. Um, it might have been one of the messages that were retracted or something. Oopsies. Let's change to volume beta because I think we listened to this earlier. Yeah, it's looping right now. I'm gonna start on alpha, the song alpha. I love alpha. It's such a good song. I love it to death. What? Hmm. This is hard to imagine. That's a problem. Okay, but this one I need to actually make
What's
here. Oh, what
what's
the heck?
they're doing? What
Oh shoot.
what's
Is that only for one frame though? Yeah, that's literally only for one frame. Alright, let me fix her. Uh, let's play one of these smaller ones. Oh, it's literally for every single one. Oi! Gosh darn. Just fill it in with the rest. Alright.
There's no foreseeable outcome where
Okay. So with everything on, let's say, hypothetically speaking,
there's no foreseeable outcome where survival is plausible.
what's Sarah doing there?
yeah, it looks decent. Alright, Paul. Good night. Have good sleep. Um, yeah. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take just a little break. I'll be back in 3 minutes max. I'll be right back. Let me just put it on the warming scene. Alright, be right back. Hey, hey, hey. I'm back. All right. So let's get back into it. Um, yeah, let me play it alpha. Back. Got a Dr. Pepper and did some other things. So I'm back. Um,
What? 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 What?
what's Sarah doing there, though? And yeah, me voicing that guy, it's me. I know. I'm a pretty acclaimed voice actor. Um, let's see here. So let me just turn off the light that's in the front. To be honest, I kind of want to make that the lighting that's in the front like better. You know what? Let me try soft light. No, soft light doesn't work. What about hard light?
Outcome where survival is plausible.
Hard light feels a little better. It feels like better at coloring it. But, you know, I don't know if that actually. But anyway, okay. I think we'll keep that though. Oh wow, that is a very interesting like atmosphere kind of thing. Very interesting color. Anyway, going back to it, turning that off, turning that off.
Survival is
And usually in these scenes, I'd like put detail on the characters, all that stuff, in terms of like, you know, giving them shading, all that stuff. But in this case, it's not really, you know, too necessary just because they have a huge freaking light in front of them. You know, it's not really. And we're looking at them from the front. You know, it doesn't really like, you know, it's not necessary at all. Anywho, so going back into it. So I think at this part, we can hypothetically do, hypothetically speaking, shift it over like this. That is weird. Oh, I know why. Is there any way for me to correct this? Okay, because it was kind of wobbling. What I might be able to do is like animate this like a line. We'll see. Let me just turn this off right now. Keep it to where it's just this. Kind of build around. Oh. I don't see why not. I mean, nothing too crazy, but it's I will have to do. Oh, I'm gonna have to. That'd be nice to put in the light. So I'll have to do that. I'll have to put in that light. Anywho, let's get rid of the light and the sense of lighting that's there, and also get rid of the textures. So that also adds, kind of sense of light. I won't do the drawing. Well, I mean, it wouldn't even really work, would it? Because it would be covered up by the fridge and that. I mean, it could technically go there, but it's just unnecessary work at that point. Would be able to just do it all in this project, which could be nice. But I imagine that might be a little difficult, mostly since there's so many freaking layers. And also, there's that little screen on here that I didn't even put. But I mean, to be honest with this, it's supposed to be more of an idea that it's there. Am I skimping out? Yeah, in a way. It's just like, I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's like so necessary to the point where it's like needed. Um, but I don't know. You can get mad at me all you want, man. It's just, I don't know. I don't think it's crazy needed. Um, oi, it's been much better. No. Okay, well, okay. It seems like it's not even. It has to go in front of them. And then I think the way I blur things in TV Paint is very interesting. Instead of using a Gaussian blur, I don't know how you pronounce it. Gaussin. Instead of using one of those in TV Paint, I usually like doing the directional blurs just because they seem a little more, not better per se, but they're definitely a bit more less CPU intensive, I guess. I guess because like technically the way it's calculated is just going at one angle and doing it, while Gaussian blurs are more like every direction. Um, but really, if you just get a blur like that, it looks much better. But I also like doing it where horizontally there's more blur than vertically, because it kind of like, I don't want to sound technical, but like, whenever you have a camera, that light is kind of a ray. So that's why you see rays more horizontally. They're like work horizontally more. So I kind of like doing that. Um, so that's why in this case I'm actually kind of doing this. Where's the
There's no foreseeable outcome.
What's what
So in this case, where is it? Where's the main thing I just drew? Oh, I just realized that. Oh, there's no freaking chairs. I didn't put the. Nobody will care, right? Ugh. Maybe if I were to make this later, I'll, or right now we need to get it done for UIL, which is probably one of the more stressful things right now in my life. The fact that I'm only like 80% done is not something to be like happy about. So it's kind of like.
What?
So this is the light. Did it? Okay, where did it shift though? Didn't show me. Okay. We could do. We can manage to apply. I'm trying to figure out where the actual background is. There it is. Eesh. Ah, shoot. Oh wait, no. Okay, no. This is fine. Forget it. Why does it feel like it didn't really go? Excuse me. Like, oh, technically here. I don't know. It's kind of a problem. Let's see. We'll see. We'll see right now. So
What?
hmm.
What?
Hmm.
There's no.
What? What's? What's What's What?
Oh, that's why. Okay, so like, hmm, kind of see why whatever's happening is happening, but it's kind of like weird. There's a lot of like timing things that are kind of off. Like that's just weird how it does that, or how I made that initially. Yeah.
What? What?
All right. I mean, is it perfect? No. Is it
There's no foreseeable outcome
okay?
where.
I think so.
What's What's there?
I think I would need to export it to
There's no foreseeable.
really tell.
What's
Actually,
What? What's 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 Sarah doing there?
okay,
There's no.
that actually kind of goes hard. That looks decent. I think I'll give that a pass. That look, I think it'll work. So turning on this, how does this
There's
look?
no foreseeable outcome where survival is plausible.
I mean, I'm gonna have to play it like 3 times until it actually like works.
What's Sarah doing there?
Because all
There's
the
no
new
foreseeable outcome where
frickin'
survival is plausible.
lighting, it's like, what? I didn't see this. Now my computer's running.
What's Sarah
Ah,
doing there?
There's no foreseeable outcome where survival is plausible.
What's what's Sarah
what
doing there?
I might do, just to have
What's
better,
what?
like, a better sense of contrast, like here, because it just looks like it kind of just happens, you know? So, what I propose is underneath these is having a white rectangle that will kind of phase I guess. But, like, so right now we'll do that, and then, so right here, it might actually, okay, we'll see. You know what, let me, okay, just to give, just to get a good idea of how it'll work, let's do, yeah, let me delete all these because it's just a lot of junk. Like that. Needs to have a defined unit. There. That's good. Apply. And we'll use this. So stamp, and then what we do here also stamp. But it'd be like over here. And we don't have any, so
There's no foreseeable outcome.
What what's what's
decent. Yeah,
There's no
what's
what I think I might do because it kind of like cancels out all weird. I don't know if I want that. Hmm. You know what? For right now, I'll see about that probably off stream. Um, but yeah, we'll see. I'll see. Ugh. You know what I might want to do is instead of just like figuring out what to do with that left part with the screen, is rather just blur it. with the directional blur. I don't think it's technically a terrible idea. It's something I could actually try right now whenever it starts responding. But, you know, yeah. Stream is healthy. That's good. Alright, let's see here. Ugh. Twilight freaking out. Oh, it's dying, man. Oh my gosh, it's like done. It's like it doesn't even know what I was doing before. Okay, yeah. Okay, so from here on, we'll do a blur. So, wait, pull up the effects panel. Excuse me. Good enough. I think it's, because it's much like, oh, you know what I could have done? I could have like eased into it, so like had a larger. Yeah, I could have done that. It's fine. It's whatever. In the end, it's fine. Let's see, how long have I gone? How long have I been gone? Just a little less than 2 hours. 1 hour 45. It's decent. You know, it's not anything too bad. I will export this right now. Mr. Bombastic. Yes. Oh, is it? Oh, shoot! It's exporting the entire animation. Gosh darn it. Oh. It's really doing this. It's doing everything. Oh my gosh. Am I even gonna have enough space for this? Oh my gosh. What is it even gonna be? How large? Okay, how much space do I even have? 53 gigabytes as we speak. Hey. Well, let's see what happens here. Man, it is trickling out. Oh my gosh. I think I might close it. Even though I did those blur things, I can just do that again. That is hilarious. Can't believe that. Ugh. That's just sad. How much of my resources is it even using? It seems like it's using more of my disk than anything. It doesn't really care about my CPU. I can play Minecraft. as it stands right now, it's barely even hitting anything, so it's like, other than my disk, of course. That is funny. That is sad, though. Ugh. Can't believe I'm gonna have to wait for this. I could probably speedrun Minecraft. Okay, you know what? While it's doing this, should I close it? I don't know. Tough call. Guys have any ideas? Should I just close it, or should I just wait for it? That's hilarious. It's gonna, because the thing is that I, export scene by scene. So doing this literally means nothing to me, and is actually a burden because there are some rough scenes that aren't even done, that are being exported as we speak right now, and I can't even use them. Oh, that's funny though. Oh, it's gonna take too long. Whatever. I'm gonna close it. It's not worth it. As long as it doesn't corrupt my project, it's okay. Because we saved. So, because we saved like right before we did the blur. But other than that, everything else should be there. If it's corrupted, however, that is a completely different story. Even though it shouldn't be like corrupted per se. Okay, why is it being so difficult for me to open stuff? Oi! What's up? Okay. Document. 7.19 gigs! Let's go! 7.19. I think I could check my Twitter whenever I recorded it. Yeah, it seems like it's not corrupt because it's it's still going. That is. Let's see. My profile 6.78 as of January 20th. And it actually stayed like that for a bit. Because, not everything was like crazy. Not bad. Biden looks to speed up putting Tubman on $20 bill. That'd be cool. You know what? That would mean that the joke that's in Seoul would kind of not be as funny because Jackson won't be on the 20 anymore. Unless it means like Jackson would still be on the 20, but there's also going to be Harriet Tubman 20s. Proposed. Looks nice. Like that. Alright. It's not that it's almost done, but it's getting there. It's getting somewhere. I got a new mouse recently. I used to have a Death Adder Elite from Razer. For whatever reason, it started double clicking. It had a little double clicking issue. So whenever I'd single tap on left click, it doubled to it. So it's like, okay, fine. I guess I'll get the Death Adder V2. And it seems like my luck was just really against me. Because I get the Death Adder V2 from Target. And then they're like, or no, not that they're like, I get it. And the right click is like hard to press on. You need like force. And I go on Razer support and they're like, oh, yeah, that's bad. Like, that's just not good. After I show them a video. So they're like, excuse me. All right, go back, Target. And I was like, oh, thanks, man. And then, so I do that. I go back to Target, get another mouse, and it's the Death Adder V2 again. Because I was like, you know what? Maybe it was just a fluke, you know. Same freaking thing. And it wasn't like I was just being like very, very freaking picky. It was like it was evident. And like I sent it into support and they were like, oh yeah, that's bad. It's like, really? So then I'm just like I'm talking to a support person and I'm like, I think you'd understand like because like I need a mouse because like in order to work I need a freaking mouse. Oh, what am I doing? Let me open the effects thing. Oh, it's like already set. That's cool. Oh, you know what? I'll do what I want it to do. So it's like blur it a little, and then blur it more, and then blur it a lot. And then we can kind of decrease it from here. It's still blurred. Alright. So that's kind of what I wanted to do. Where it kind of like goes more and more and more blurred. Yeah. I thought that was kind of cool. A good idea. Anyway. So basically return those and then I see on Best Buy they have the Razer Viper for $40. And I was like, do I really trust Razer now? Like after they bamboozled me like freaking 2 times already. I didn't really care about the Black Widow Elite. You know, I had that thing for 3 years and I used the heck out of it. So I'm not going to be like, oh, I don't trust Razer based off of that one mouse that messed up on me for from 3 years, you know. It was more because of the experience with the Black Widow, the Death Adder V2. Anyway, but like, you know, I was talking with some friends and they were like, no, yeah, that's a pretty decent mouse, mostly for freaking $40. And I was like, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's like 80 bucks usually. Also, the Viper Mini was off as well from, I think, 40 to 30. And it's like, okay. And then the Viper Ultimate was also like 130 to 100 instead. Which is kind of, you know, they were all like down. It's like, wow. That's kind of crazy though. So, yeah. I got the Viper and I actually really like it. It's very good. I don't have many complaints about it. At least, you know, as of yet. The only thing is that like the middle part of it kind of creaks a little. And I kind of noticed it with the Death Adder V2, where it was on the side. But like, since like the mouse clicks on the Death Adder are like the part where it like goes down is not very separated from the shell, but the Viper is super separate. Like it's like an entirely different piece. So. But the thing is that the middle part, like separate from the actual part that clicks, kind of creaks a little. Like, you know, if you put enough, not that you put enough force. It's like if you don't put force on it for a bit and then you press down, it creaks. And then if you keep on doing it, it stops. And then it happens after, you know, like it's kind of like a general thing. I don't really get why, but whatever. Alright, so the TV here is just white. That's why there's the light on there. And then we'll get the general lighting from here. I think I got the right one. Excuse me. $129. That's decent. There is one scene where I actually went hard with the backgrounds. And that. Where is it? Where is it? This one. This one probably has the most detail. Just because of the books. Though this background was legitimately done like, or colored in like 2 days ago. But the outline was always there. Kind of like, eh. Alright, let's see. Holy cow, my freaking computer's dying. I love this scene. I love the ending. I mean, whenever I like made up the ending, mostly for the original version, um, I always thought it was like, this is this is it. Like this is what I end not my animation career with, but like this is what I end like my UIL film like thing with. This is the big thing. And initially, it just ended with the astronaut or her, the younger self, her as an older uh, person, dying. She just dies in space, and it's like that's not like exciting or anything. It's just kind of like sad. I don't know how to describe it. It's just like it's not like I don't know. It was like I wanted this one to end with like a bit of hope, for example. Like Why I Left, for example, had a bit of hope at the end because she ultimately leaves her like this abusive place she's in. No Takebacks didn't have any sense of hope. Looking at it from a very straight point of view. Um, I put like some little things in there that were like, yeah, there's a little bit of hope, but it's like it's gonna fly by. I didn't. That's why it wasn't really like a main thing for me. That hope part of that didn't really like. I was like, yeah, it's very bleak by itself. Um, Mostly the UIL cut, the TYCA cut, or the South by Southwest cut. Um, there's two cuts of it. There's actually three. The one that's on YouTube, that's on my channel, is a full thing, full 3 minutes 45 seconds. And then the South by Southwest version is actually the first cut, where in comparison to the YouTube version, the last 45 seconds are completely out of it. So the whole parents fighting, all that stuff, completely out of the South by Southwest one. Um, but in the UIL cut, you have that parents thing, but you don't have the scene where the brother of the friend is complaining, or like he's not gonna die. What are you even talking about? That thing. It's like, yeah. Um, Shoot. Let me see how am I gonna do this. What I could do is anyway. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that No Takebacks didn't have any like real sense of hope. There was no like nothing that was like something that was easily scene, which is, you know, kind of like how it was. Let's see. Sorry, trying to talk and also do this is kind of interesting. That looks nice enough.
Try to turn back the clock.
Um, can I get a better? Let me turn the shading on it. Yeah, okay, it's just a generally darker. Oh, with the textures too. I forgot about that. Gonna have to put the texture down. Yeah. This is a genuinely dark scene. Except for that. Let's see about that, yeah. But that's pretty dark. It's like lit dark. Actually no, now that I look at it like the bigger picture, it's better. But what you got to do here, what I gotta do here, is probably basically the entire thing. Actually, yeah. The only thing I can imagine is like this. And everything else should be have a soft light to it. And then that edge, this part would probably be like, oh, that's the light from the TV. And then let me put some just ambient occlusion type deal. Which is basically just, you know, defining. Not defining. Not in this case, but excuse me. Yeah. Actually. That's better. Let me just do generally. There. Maybe also the can I have shadows everywhere? Huh? All right, there. I
She's
think
trying to turn back the clock.
that's good. I think. I think that's genuinely better. So that's fine. Oh, hey, Joram, what's up? Wait, is that a new freaking? Wait. No, I didn't even know you had a freaking new YouTube account. What the heck? I wrote that as else, but I didn't put YouTube. Yeah, it's not even popping up. Alright. That's alright. I see. That is interesting. Alright, well. I don't know why it's not popping up. Maybe it's private or something. I have no clue. That's alright. Let's see. Oh man, that is not good. Okay. It's kind of bop though. Then I think I remember putting like, what's it, wood heart on it? Oy, I think I messed up. Oh yeah, I definitely messed up. I meant to put wood soft here. Oh wait. So wood soft here, and then you rotate it around, and then we'll put this one. Oh no, that isn't it. Maybe it will. No. Why does it feel like not right? Oh, I messed it up. I don't think that's the right size, but yeah, let me turn that. All right.
She's trying to turn back the clock. She's trying to turn back the clock.
All right. That looks better. I'm gonna put the background just in case. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, wait, I turned on something wrong. There. Funny. There's that scene. To be honest, there aren't many backgrounds. I've been ridding of them. Slowly and slowly. Oh, there's this one. Yeah, forget about this one. Be honest, seems like I've I don't know, gone down in views. It's all right. I mean that's just naturally gonna happen as long as you go later and you string for long. But I think I'm gonna call this stream here. 2 hours, 12 minutes, 30 seconds. I think it's good to go. I'll probably stream tomorrow. we'll see about earlier. We'll see about even going later. But I'm gonna keep animating, of course. Or I've been mainly doing backgrounds right now, but just working on the animation. Um, I'll keep working on it right now, but like stop streaming right now, and then tomorrow I'll probably get back on it and stream, and hopefully will last as long as we did today. Um, so to the two that are currently watching, thank you for either joining this late or staying along for the ride. And I think we'll see you in the next stream. Bye.